Hi, this is Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm going to do a little bit of a 555 reading. So, what changes are going on for you? Okay, so I don't know if you know, but we're, you know, exiting the 555 portal, which I forgot. I definitely do believe in the energies of, the numbers and how they connect with the universe. Okay, but I mean, I was like scrolling on YouTube, last little while or whatever. And I'm starting to see things about 555. And I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, 555. Okay, so today is May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo for those who celebrate. But also, it is May 5th. And with 2021, that is, you know, reduces down to a 5. Okay, set at 55 seconds in this video. Okay, so it's like, big changes are happening. Like I can remember what happened during the 444 portal last year kind of thing, right? Okay, so it is about whether or not you choose to make the required changes. Okay? So, I mean, ultimately, change can be scary, but I mean, ultimately, it does, bring about new beginnings. Okay, for one, I'm using a new deck today. This is the Fairy Tarot, I believe. It's interesting. Like, I mean, I've had this in my possession for, at least a few months or something like that. And I remember I was thinking, like, hey, like, I need a new tarot deck, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay. Go into my bag because I had, like, bought these. Like, so I thought it was an oracle deck because it was basically I got 3 decks for $10 and I didn't really pay attention to what it was. I've been buying and selling decks over the COVID and stuff like that. Anyways, and then I look at my bag when I finally kind of do it, and I'm like, oh, this is a tarot deck. Hey, what's underneath here? 5 of Winter. Okay, so conflict. Okay, this is a 5 though. Okay, so I mean, with 5s is conflict with change and contrast. Okay, so I mean, not change is not easy, okay? But it's the only thing that is constant, okay? Anyway, so I did find out that I had this deck, like, I don't know, a couple months ago or whatever, and I was kind of waiting for the right time to use it, I guess. I don't know. I was like, I guess it's now. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little spread. Okay, so I've decided it's gonna, it'll probably be like a past, present, future, but also kind of what subconsciously is going on and what is conscious. And what do we have under here? 6 of Winter. Okay, so good. Okay, so already, so 6 of Winter, this is Swords energy. Okay, so we have 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords. Okay, so there is a change. If you've had a lot of, conflict, okay, either with other people, a lot of harsh words, or whatever. Okay, this is a time, okay, where change. Okay, the Queen of Winter here, okay, the Queen of Swords, okay, so I mean, definitely some harsh words kind of thing, okay, but things are going to get calmer with the 6 of Swords, okay, so this says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating, okay. So anyways, so it'll be a 5 card spread. So what is going on for those that are watching? Okay, so this is a collective energy. So I mean, it can just be kind of going what's on a collective level, as well as, you know, maybe with yourself or maybe someone you're dealing with or anything like that. Okay, but I mean, what messages do we have for those who are watching? What will help them stay in highest vibration and on the truest path as they go through this 555 portal? Okay. Again, this is about choice too, right? You don't have to. Okay, because I mean, it will give challenge. There are challenges involved in it. It's not always easy, okay? But I mean, you can't get to success. You can't get to the 10 of Pentacles. You can't get, the 10 of Cups, okay? You can't get to that happily ever after without going through this change process, okay? Again, we have 5 of Spring. Okay, opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself and others, overly ambitious people, so 5 of Wands. Okay, and 2 of Winter, 2 of Swords. Okay, so there is maybe a lot of thought, maybe about, what kind of conflict. Okay, so we have 5 of Wands, we have 5 of Swords. Okay, so that is, harsh. Like, I remember, oh, okay, so this is likely going to have some reversed cards, probably, okay, because I definitely accidentally, but what is accidental, right? Okay, but I accidentally shuffled it in, you know, in reverse. Anyways, okay. I don't remember what I was going to say. Or what I was saying before. Okay, but it'll come back. So we have the Empress. Oh my goodness. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, like I've been shuffling. There's a lot of cards here. We have the Ten of Winter. Queen of Pentacles here. Oh wow. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. We have the King of Autumn and the Ten of Winter. Okay, we have the Queen of Autumn right here. Then we have the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, the Emperor and the Empress, okay, they embody, you know, like the Emperor is the king of all the kings. The Empress is the queen of all the queens, you know, embodying all the elements, okay, the fire, the air, you know, the earth, the water. Okay. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I haven't really mentioned, okay, so there are some readings for individual signs, okay, for that kind of go from, you know, end of April and May, okay. And so one of the readings had Emperor, one of them had Empress, and one of the things I never mentioned is about also within yourself, okay, balancing that masculine and feminine within you, okay. So bare minimum, okay, you know, if this is not about a partnership, but I do think it is, okay, there are, but it is also within yourself. Okay, because I mean, like, you know, we all do have the blend of masculine and feminine within us, okay, but some, you know, it's not 50-50, right, you know, clearly, right, but it's also not just about that. It's like knowing, you know, it's the yin and the yang, you know, when knowing when to take action, knowing when to step back, you know, like in terms of the Empress energy, you know, okay, if you think about it too, right? We have the 3 and the 4, okay? These are major arcanas, major life changes, okay, right? Okay, and so if you think about progress or in a progression, you know, the Empress. The Empress is love, Mother Nature. Okay, what does it says here? It says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Okay, because yes, the Empress is, you know, all form of abundance, you know, all form of love, but also, okay, you know, you can see her, you know, like again, she's creative, you know, she's always birthing something new kind of thing, right? But okay, I've been realizing in terms of timing, the Empress is about 9 months, just so you know. Okay. So this could be a progression of the last 9 months, for example, about what's been happening, right? Okay, but it's like, you know, birthing something, you know, at the end of it, right? But it takes time, you know? So, I mean, the blend of the yin and the yang, you know, the masculine and feminine within us, okay, is about, you know, again, being receptive. Okay, she embodies all the queens. Okay, you know, she does definitely have, for sure, no doubt about it, you know. And you can think about it too if you think about, you know, how, you know, the High Priestess comes before that, which the High Priestess, oh my goodness, so the High Priestess right there. Okay, I shuffled. Okay, these were not in order. Okay, so it's like by following, so since she embodies everything, again, regardless of your physical gender, okay, you know, it, like, or your physical sex even, okay, is that, you know, she knows when to be receptive and, you know, uses the intuitiveness as well as the psychicness and, you know, whatever, okay, to wait for the right time to take action. The Emperor, okay, 3 to 4, right? Okay, so it's like, again, if this can be about two people, but this also is about the blending of, you know, within yourself, about, you know, okay, so if there's been a lot of conflict, okay, throughout, you know, the last, you know, whatever, okay, and it's time to end this conflict. It's time to, you know, embrace the self-love, okay, and you probably have been, you know, to a point that maybe it's been, you know, taking a little bit of a time back, a breather, Okay? And it's like also about the time to take action. So what does it says? Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. Compassion. It doesn't say the compassion at the end. I just want to say that, okay? Compassionate action. Okay? It's like using that wisdom within. Okay? And know when to take action. So I do believe that there was an ending, or there's probably been a decision about, again, what to do with a conflict or something like that, okay? But it's time to end it. With the 10 of winter here, okay? This is a painful ending, but an ending of a cycle that needs to be done with, okay? So, I mean, this does also suggest resolutions, okay? So we have the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency, okay? And what we have under here is the King of Autumn, okay? So this is the King of Pentacles, so this is again, someone who, is a father, could be a father, business person, can be materialistic, but this also says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work with for, okay? And then we have the High Priestess. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insight that comes through meditation. Okay, so something that you might have learned, okay, from, if it didn't come from somebody else, it was from, your spiritual self, your higher self, okay, but something needs to end, and it could be something about Queen of Pentacles, a partnership, okay. Okay, so this does suggest potentially an ending of one partnership, okay? But I mean, if it's about bringing, together a higher level of commitment, a higher level of partnership, a higher level of love. This is unconditional love, the Emperor and the Empress, okay? They're inspirational, okay? Just look at the, the energy, okay? The ripple effect, okay, that can come to get when the Emperor and the Empress come together, okay? So this is about trusting your intuition about some change, some conflict, okay? I didn't expect all that to come out, so I mean, I expected to do a spread. So let's see what happens now, okay? I don't know if this is going to be 1 billion minutes long, okay? But again, if this can be on a collective level, okay? This is about changing almost from this materialistic, greed maybe, to something that is more, abundant, something that is more of a balance, okay, in society, So I wonder what's going to happen, with this portal, okay? Because, I mean, it's not something you're going to see every day, or overnight, okay? You're probably going to see it throughout the, eclipse season, okay? At the end of May and into June, okay? But, and then definitely a ripple effect, okay? But anyways. So, again, if it's this is about changing into and even an evolution, okay? So I mean, if it's been tough, okay, this was needed for your evolution, society's evolution, okay, so that we can, again, learn from our environment, okay, learn to care about the environment, okay, but also know when to act, know when to take compassionate action. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful. Okay, but yin and yang, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna do the spread anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna do kind of okay, first card, five. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay. Well, so far nothing came out in reverse. So maybe it doesn't matter anyways. Okay, So the Ace of Winter. So this is truth. Okay, so we had the Ten of Swords before. So something is going to end. Okay, and something is going to begin. Okay, this is again taking that Ace of Truth. Okay, and cutting out the bullshit. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Okay, so definitely follow, your truth. Follow what you're inspired to do. Follow what you're called to do, okay? From whatever you discover, okay? This is about communication. This is about truth. This is about cutting out the bullshit of the past and moving into calmer waters. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, so we're going to do kind of like a past, present, future, which is like a 5, okay? Underneath, kind of like subconsciously and consciously. So, Ace of Swords underneath. So, truth, clarity, Three of Swords in the past. Pain, heartache, hurtful words. Okay, the suggestion is definitely what I guess it says here, or in general. So reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Okay, so there was definitely some kind of pain in the past. What we have in the present, or again, 555, Queen of Autumn. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles did come out before. So I don't know if this is about, okay, so this could be about, who hurt you. It definitely, because ultimately it's followed by release. Okay, but so we have Queen of Pentacles, and then we have release in the future. Seven of Cups is subconsciously. We have a nice little rainbow here, and the Ten of Summer is consciously, and kind of what you know. Okay. So we already read the Queen of Pentacles here. Now we have the release, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Okay. So there could be a situation again, like this is about either yourself or someone you're dealing with, okay? But there was some kind of pain, some kind of conflict, some kind of hurt. This could be a breakup, okay? And then you have the Seven of Cups underneath. Okay, so Seven of Summer says, no more procrastination. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Okay? So subconsciously, it's time to move on, or it's time to at least make the decision. Okay, whatever that is for you. Okay, there's about it, regardless. Okay, the conflict can't continue, whatever that is. Okay, so it is about choosing what to work for. Okay, but there's been confusion, options. Okay, but really, with the rainbow here, you're being guided. You know what to do. Ten of Summer. Okay, so this is consciously. Okay, this is 10. This is an ending. Okay, but consciously, this also could be about, something about your family or just about your happiness in general. Okay, what does it says? Emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Okay, so again, with the Three of Swords, I did say to reach out, so maybe you have been reaching out to people, okay, and really kind of getting some stability, in your life, setting in, taking care of your home and your family, your children kind of thing, or again, this is about somebody, you're dealing with, right, but there has been some hurt, but it's time to release either, by saying what has, been painful maybe, or this can be, so again, this is traditionally the Death card in, in the tarot. So with the release, it is about that transformation, okay, that comes out with all endings lead to new beginnings. Okay, so what kind of takeaway do we have here? What is new? Okay, we know that there's been pain. Okay, they know that there needs to be some kind of change here. Okay, but what is coming up? What is exciting? You step through that portal. Two of Summer. Oh my goodness, that's the Two of Cups. Okay. So it is about making a decision, okay, with the Two of Swords here, the Two Winters. Okay, so indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Okay, and we have Two of Summer. Okay, so Two of Cups. So again, if this isn't with another, though, for a lot of you, it does suggest, okay, potentially, moving from one connection to another that is really ultimately a higher level, in sense of, as in seeing eye to eye. Okay, but this does suggest something new. But again, if it's not, it is that balancing the yin and the yang within. Okay, and ultimately, okay, if you think about, as above, so, so as below, kind of thing, or whatever, how do I say it? It's just that, like, okay, when we are embodying, the love, for example, okay, it does radiate outwards. Again, the ripple effect, okay? So, I mean, if this is about the collective level, you know, this is about coming together in order to raise the vibration also, okay? So that does count within yourself. Okay, if you've been deciding about taking action or not taking action, okay? If this is about balancing your male and your female, your masculine and your feminine within yourself, within you, okay? So I'm talking, energetically, right? It's about knowing when to take action and knowing when to step back, and, so that you can quiet and listen to nature and listen to your intuitive nudges. Okay, but with the Two of Summer here, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Okay, so you really have to see, how this plays out for you, like in the sense of how this relates to you, okay? Because I mean, intuitively, okay? So maybe go out in nature so you can, like, maybe hear thoughts if you're not sure, okay? Okay, but I mean, like, again, if this is about healing a relationship, okay? There's something that can transform, but the thing with death is that it'll never be the same again, okay? So again, whether it's cutting out a commitment or transforming it so it can go to that new level, evolving together as a couple into that, balance of the energies, I guess. So hopefully that's been helpful. You have another deck here. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it. I haven't used this in so long. I think I was like, happened to like click on like an old video of mine. I think I had this deck or something like that. This is actually one of the first Oracle decks I ever bought. So, I mean, it's a Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay. But let's just see, what kind of takeaway message do we have for those to help move this 555 energy? It's challenging, it's tough, but when you're on the other side, it can be smooth sailing. So remember that Six of Swords. Smooth sailing. What does it say? Friction. I've read this one a few times. Like, I don't know, I was doing readings, sending readings to people via video. Just opened it up right to it. And this has come up before. Okay. And so, like, it is about that, like, well, friction. Obviously with another, but it is within yourself. Sometimes, like, I mean, when we're, maybe balancing, that masculine, feminine, that push and pull, that, indecision, that heart over head, the mind, like, over emotions. It's like that tearing of the soul sometimes, or something coming out, but however, through this is a transformation, okay, of pure beauty. Sorry. So, I mean, the reading's pretty much done. I am going to read, just say what this says, and then sometimes I kind of ramble as we go, but I mean, see what happens. Okay. So, so the earthly meaning. So I remember, so this is like earthly meaning, spiritual meaning, and then there's usually an insight. I don't know if I'm going to read it all, okay? But I do like how it usually connects it with the earth and the energies and stuff like that, okay? But it does say, okay, respond to someone's words, not their tone. Answer an uncomfortable discussion with questions. Listen, gather information, and be flexible. Change your position due to a clearer understanding, but do not be worn down by argument. Resist an attempt to erode your character. Counter an abrasive personality by elevating knowledge and experience. Pull back your emotions and let the truth reveal itself. It's amazing about how truth does come out on time, okay? And we have intuition here as well, okay? So trust it, you know? But I mean, you never have to stoop to someone else's level, you know? Spiritual meaning. You have transitioned many times before. Each movement into deeper awareness comes with friction. Okay, like I was hearing recently, okay, and it was like just reminding you in terms of past lives, in terms of like, okay, this is saying you've transitioned, you know, more than once, okay, this can, again, that death, this is the death transformation, you know, rebirth kind of thing, right? And so if you think about it in terms of like, oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, like, so I was hearing recently again about, you believe in past lives, which I do. You've done it all before. You've been through it all. You've been through the great things. You've been through the hardships, okay? You've been through it all. So whatever you're going through now, you can do it. Each movement into deeper awareness comes with friction. My cat is scratching at one of the boxes. Let everything surface. Let go of resistance and don't be concerned. Yo, cat. Is that as loud as it sounds? Probably me yelling was louder. Okay. I'm sorry for this, okay? But I mean, you know, 555, change. Okay. I don't know where I was. Let go of resistance and don't be concerned. Feelings come and go as shadows of the past. Release them into the light of love. In allowing this change and letting go of past certainties, you are creating a beautiful, clear space inside your heart and embracing a smooth transition. You know, a lot of times we hold ourselves back because we believe we know the truth, you know? So, I mean, we did have the Ace of Swords come out, but we also have the Ten of Swords, okay? So there's probably some truth that needs to still come out, okay? And it's like really about sometimes clearing the space so that you can allow this truth to come out, you know? So the insight here, okay? So this will be a little bit more, trying to take a reflection, more, well, it depends on what it says. It may be interesting, may not, okay? But the insight, when two surfaces move against each other, there is friction. Smooth surfaces create less friction than rough surfaces, which is why it is easier to push a box across a smooth wooden floor than over carpet. Friction exists between water, air, earth, and all the objects they encounter. It can erode, resist, and heat one or both surfaces. Nature has come up with many beautiful and efficient ways to counter and utilize friction in this natural world. Smooth skin and feathers reduce water and wind resistance. Lubrication reduces wear and tear in joints. In other cases, friction is put to work as a bonding force. Friction also occurs when ideas, personalities, beliefs, and cultures come together and create resistance, erosion, heated discussion, or be a bonding force. The presence of friction, I said fiction, so there might be some fiction involved too. The presence of friction can be utilized positively to increase resistance, bolster the complexity of your position by raising informed and unexpected angles. Harness friction to help you change or adhere to your position. Reduce friction by softening the surface of an argument with respect, engagement, and kindness. Okay? So if you are experiencing some conflict, it's amazing how much love really does put out any kind. I'm not saying it put out any conflict, but I mean love can conquer all. Okay? So I mean, have the faith. Okay? There is change happening here. Okay? There is a meaning for this, and is this for some kind of evolution? And as we love ourselves and we love others unconditionally, okay, it will raise the vibration of the planet. Okay? We are creating a whole new world. Okay? What world do you vision? What world do you dream of? Okay? So I was gonna say, what world do you dream of at night? And I like move back and say again, dreamers never sleep. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, have a great time. Take care.